Beach bum. I guess more like Matthew McConaughey's bum. Ooh! Alright, what's up guys? Back here again with another movie review. This time we went to go see Beach Bum, starring Matthew McConaughey. Alright, now going into this movie, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know the plot. It really didn't give you too much during the trailer. It kind of just Matthew McConaughey being a beach bum. That's all we knew going into this. So the movie in general was kind of unorthodox. It never settled for 1 second. It just, something happened and it kept going. Something else happened and it kept going. It just kept moving on, cruising, flowing like the ocean, baby. Just like a beach bum. Goes with the flow. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it never settled down. It just, one thing would happen in the plot, and then Matthew McConaughey's character, your boy Moondog out here, keep the tide flowing, baby. Just kept her going. I mean, you got a good amount of people in this movie that are just well known. Matthew McConaughey, Snoop Dogg, Isla Fisher, Zac Efron, Jonah Hill, Martin Lawrence. You just got a bunch of names in this movie that everybody knows. But the only character that seems to like stay in the movie is Matthew McConaughey's character. When I heard of this movie and I saw the trailer and whatnot, what I thought this movie was going to be about, I mean, obviously Matthew McConaughey's playing a beach bum. He's going to be the guy that messes everything up, tries to regain his love for his family, but while doing so keeps messing it up, and then but he just constantly just ruins everything. But in the end, it's still like one of those, they love him no matter what, just because he's family and whatnot. But yeah, we didn't get that for this movie. That's not what this movie was. Like I said, it just kept moving on. It was more like, I thought it was just gonna be, I guess, the life of a normal beach bum. I guess Matthew McConaughey's not a normal beach bum. He's the beach bum, the one and only beach bum that is better than all beach bums. He had a different scenario, and I don't know, it was weird. Because, you know, when you go on vacation with your family and whatnot to the beach and whatnot, you always see those really old, really tan, but still like buff guys just kind of wandering around, and they always come to the beach where y'all are at, and they just kind of they post out for that nice perfect surf session. That's usually the beach bum I'm used to seeing in real life. Matthew McConaughey was the beach bum. He was rich but didn't want that life, so he went off and he got drunk everywhere, slept with who he wanted even though he had a wife and a kid. But he didn't settle for that high life, because he was a poet in this movie, so you could kind of see where he left for inspiration or something like that. This movie was just kind of him trying to go through life and then go back to how he was when he was a successful poet, because apparently it's been a while since he's written a good one, so he's kind of just trying to find success once again, having fun, living life, trying to find a story, trying to find the beauty and poetry throughout his unorthodox life, I guess. I mean, it's not the movie wasn't what I expected. It wasn't great. Didn't have a real settled story. But man, one thing, I'll tell you what, one thing I enjoyed about this movie, which was my favorite part overall, Zac Efron's role in this movie. Honestly, this was his best role. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. His hair, his beard, his clothes were the best I've ever seen in a movie for a while. Let's start off. Matthew McConaughey met Zac Efron's character while in rehab, and they befriended each other there. But Zac Efron's style in this movie was the best. His hair was awesome. His beard was really weird, hilariously. His clothes, don't get me started about his clothes. First of all, he had like a cut-off jacket with like spikes and whatnot. He had his pants. He had those huge parachute pants, and he's vaping and whatnot. He's you just gotta live life to the fullest, man. But just when you think it's reached peak, after ripping a fat vape, he started gliding on his heels. That's right, everybody. Zac Efron pulled off some Heelys with some parachute pants in this movie. Yes! It doesn't get better than that. This is the best role Zac Efron has ever been in so far. High School Musical, Greatest Showman, step aside. Beach Bum Zac Efron is here, baby. I can't. It's so glorious. And what's even funnier about that, Zac Efron like rocking some Heelys and whatnot in this movie, coming into the theater, getting our tickets, and waiting to get like popcorn and whatnot. Oh my god, I noticed there was a man in front of me, well into his 30s, rocking some Heelys. That coincidence made that experience just so much better for me. And of course I'm snickering and whatnot. I was like, oh, he's got the Heelys. Heck yeah, man, I remember that. And then Zac Efron rolls in, and I lost it. This was beyond hilarious for me. Now, to talk about Matthew McConaughey's acting, obviously it's going to be stellar no matter what he's in. He's honestly in these Lincoln commercials where he doesn't say a word, and it's still amazing. But yeah, no, he still does good in this movie. It's just not really what I expected. It was a lot to take in. There was just a bunch of unnecessary nudity. I don't know. It wasn't for me. It wasn't a movie that I typically enjoyed. Just the plot and what all the movie was going through. It was just a bunch. And I can't count how many times we saw Matthew McConaughey in a thong. It just seemed kind of like what happens when the camera's not rolling during a rap video or whatever. Like a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, a lot of nudity. I don't know what else to say about it. It was okay at certain times, but most of the time it was just too much. That's all I gotta say about the movie. I enjoyed a few parts, but it wasn't enough to kind of bring back the movie. It was just, I don't know, it never settled. It didn't have really much of a plot. To rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10, out of 10, I'd have to give this movie a 4. Now, if they put a developed plot into the movie, who knows? It might have been better, but that's all I gotta say about the movie. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for new upcoming movie reviews. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch y'all guys next time.